Today we are taking a look at Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling. This is the bunny version figure in the T-most line by Taito. My Dress Up Darling is a romantic comedy centered on cosplay, costume making, and the growing relationship between two high school students who gradually learn more about each other through their shared creative projects. Within the story, Marin is an outgoing high school student and a passionate cosplay fan. She is known for expressing her feelings openly, pursuing the characters she wants to portray with enthusiasm, and encouraging the people around her through her positive and energetic personality. Today's highlights for this figure are Marin's bunny outfit from the Halloween party in the original story, the fishnet tights made with actual thread and finished with back seams, and the lively pose that combines a bright smile with both hands raised beside her head. The first highlight is the bunny outfit Marin wore at the Halloween party. The black bunny ears rise above the head, while the white collar and black bow tie form a clear arrangement around the neck. Below them, the glossy navy bunny suit is layered beneath the black tailcoat, and the pointed front sections leave the navy center visible. At the back, the round white bunny tail sits between the two black coat tails, completing the recognizable bunny costume. The second highlight is the fishnet tights made with actual thread. The fine mesh begins at the high leg openings of the bunny suit and continues down to the openings of the black pumps. Because actual thread is used, the net follows the rounded shapes of the thighs, knees, and calves as a separate layer. A thicker back seam runs down the rear center of each leg and changes direction naturally along the deeply bent knee. The third highlight is the pose. Both arms are bent and raised beside the head, with the palms facing forward and the fingers spread near the bunny ears. Her wide pink eyes, visible upper teeth, pink cheek lines, and open mouth create a bright and cheerful smile. The chest is directed forward, one leg extends downward, and the other bends sharply behind the body, giving the entire figure an energetic and sexy full-body presentation. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The head is built around a bright and energetic expression, and that mood is established first through the face before the hair expands the shape around it. The pink eyes are opened wide, with thick upper eyelid lines extending toward the outer edges. Short lower lashes appear beneath the outer corners and give the eyes a more clearly defined outline. Inside the irises, several areas of lighter and darker pink are separated, while multiple white highlights keep the gaze lively. Fine pink lines extend outward beneath the eyes across the cheeks, reinforcing the warmth of the expression. The mouth opens widely, with the white upper teeth visible along the top edge. A rounded pink area fills the lower part of the opening, making the face feel as though Marin is laughing or calling out. The slim eyebrows use a light color close to the hair and form gentle curves through the gaps between the bangs. The hair frames the face through several overlapping sections rather than one continuous outline. The bangs flow diagonally across the forehead, and their narrow ends overlap the eyebrows and the upper edges of the eyes. Longer locks descend along the outer sides of the face and continue below the chin, with their tips curving slightly inward. A small silver earring can be seen through a gap beside the hair. From the back of the head, the hair descends as a broad mass before dividing into thicker and thinner strands near the lower section. The color changes from bright blonde into translucent pink toward the ends. These separate tips sweep outward and upward in several directions, and their overlapping placement creates a wide flowing shape across the back. A black headband runs over the top of the hair. Two black bunny ears rise separately from it and narrow toward their pointed ends. Their angles differ slightly, which prevents them from forming one rigid symmetrical line. Both ears extend well above the surrounding hair and create a strong vertical accent over the face. The upper body is arranged around the raised arms, the forward chest line, and the layered bunny costume. At the neck, a white collar follows the front edge, and a black bow tie is placed over its center as a separate part. The two sides of the bow tie gather into a compact middle section before spreading outward above the chest. Beneath the collar, the navy bunny suit rises across the bust. Its upper edge dips at the center and then climbs toward the outer sides. The navy surface has a clear, glossy finish, while a narrow central division and additional lines following the rounded chest give the front a more defined arrangement. A black tailcoat is layered over the bunny suit. It covers the shoulders and arms while leaving the center of the chest open. The torso directs the chest forward and forms a gentle curve through the waist. Both arms bend upward until the hands reach the sides of the head. Small folds gather around the elbows and follow the change in direction from the shoulders to the wrists. Wide white cuffs overlap the ends of the black sleeves, with a round silver button attached to the outer face of each cuff. This creates a clear transition from the black sleeves into the hands. Both palms face forward, and the fingers are separated beside the bunny ears. Pink nail color becomes stronger toward the fingertips, while a silver ring circles a finger on each hand. The finger spacing and wrist angles are slightly different on each side, giving the raised hands a more natural sense of movement. At the front of the torso, the two sides of the black tailcoat narrow toward a single silver button at the waist. Below that point, the front divides into two pointed ends, leaving the glossy navy bunny suit visible between them. At the back, the two black coattails extend outward from the waist and rise slightly near their tips. The front sections of the hair overlap the white collar and the outer edges of the chest. Their translucent pink ends continue down over the upper section of the navy bunny suit, connecting the movement of the hair with the layered costume beneath it. The lower body begins with the glossy navy bunny suit, which continues from the waist to the tops of the legs as one connected piece. The leg openings rise high along the outer sides and create curved boundaries around the hips. A narrow vertical division runs down the center of the front and separates the two sides of the lower section. At the back, a round white bunny tail is attached at the center. Its surface is formed from many small clustered shapes, while the two black coattails spread outward on either side. Above it, the translucent pink ends of the hair overlap the upper area, creating a clear vertical sequence between the hair, the white tail, and the navy suit. Fishnet tights made with actual thread cover both legs from the openings of the bunny suit to the edges of the black pumps. The fine mesh follows the rounded changes of the thighs, knees, and calves, so the leg lines remain readable through the net. A thicker back seam runs along the rear center of each leg. It continues from the upper thigh through the calf and reaches the area near the opening of the shoe. On the deeply bent leg, the seam changes direction with the knee while remaining connected across the different angles. This makes the contrast between the fine mesh and the stronger vertical seam especially clear from the back. The pose depends on the two legs moving in very different directions. One leg extends downward in a long line from the hip, gradually narrowing from the thigh through the calf. The other leg bends deeply at the knee and lifts the foot behind the body. The raised knee projects toward the front, bringing the thigh and calf together at a sharp angle. Because of that difference, the lower half does not form a symmetrical outline. Instead, the extended leg and the lifted leg create two separate lines that move away from the hips in different directions. Both feet wear black pumps, with the tights continuing into the openings of the shoes. Each pump has a rounded toe that covers the top of the foot before connecting to the heel at the back. The glossy navy suit, white bunny tail, actual thread fishnet tights, visible back seams, contrasting leg directions, and black pumps combine to make the lower body one of the most visually active parts of the figure. This figure is approximately 32 centimeters tall. That's about 12.6 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Marin Kitagawa by Taito stands out because this figure combines a bright smile, flowing blonde and pink hair, a layered bunny outfit, and an energetic full-body pose. The face creates an immediately lively impression. The pink eyes are opened wide, the cheeks carry fine pink lines, and the white upper teeth can be seen inside the open mouth. These details work together to create a cheerful expression that feels closely connected to the raised hands and lifted leg. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs cross the forehead in narrow sections, while the longer front locks frame the face and continue below the chin. At the back, the bright blonde changes into translucent pink, and the separate tips spread outward and upward in several directions. Above the hair, the black headband and two tall bunny ears create a strong vertical accent. The upper body works well because the costume layers and the pose remain clearly connected. The white collar and black bow tie form a compact focal point at the neck, and the glossy navy bunny suit continues beneath them across the chest. The black tailcoat frames the open center, narrows toward the silver waist button, and divides into pointed front ends. Both arms rise beside the head, while the white cuffs, silver buttons, pink nails, and rings add smaller details around the open hands. The lower body continues the navy bunny suit around the hips and places the round white bunny tail between the two black coattails. The fishnet tights made with actual thread create a real mesh layer across the legs, and the thicker back seams remain visible along the rear center. One leg extends downward, while the other bends sharply and lifts behind the body, giving the pose a clear contrast in direction. the black pumps complete the ends of both legs without interrupting the costume colors. What makes the figure especially effective is the way the full pose guides the eye. The viewer first notices Marin's smile, then moves upward toward the raised hands and bunny ears before following the flowing pink hair toward the back. From there, the extended leg and the sharply bent leg carry the movement through the lower half. Fans of My Dress Up Darling or Marin Kitagawa, as well as collectors who enjoy bunny-style outfits, actual thread fishnet tights, and energetic poses, should find this figure a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.